How we doing, everyone? Sam here from United People's TV, here to talk with you after that pile of trash at Stamford Bridge. 4-0 to Chelsea in Mourinho's return to his former club. Let's go on with a summary of the game to start off before we get into it. But started off in the worst way possible with a goal from Pedro within a minute. A minute at Old Trafford. Defensive calamity from De Gea, Smalling and Blind. And then Gary Cahill made it 2-0 with another shit goal. And then Eden Hazard made it 3-0 with, I would say, Chelsea's best goal of the game. And then Kante danced round our defensive midfield to make it 4-0. That was a fucking shambles. A properly embarrassing performance from Man United in what I would say is Mourinho's most important game of the season. That now means that Man United, in our last 6 games, I think we've won 1. 3 losses, 2 draws. That was shit. I mean, Chelsea is always a hard game for United. You know, Stamford Bridge is never, ever an easy match. But what I saw from Chelsea is what I expected from Man United today in terms of the desire and the commitment from the players. You know, they were very, very intense off the ball. Played with that sort of Liverpool style of pressing, and United had no answer for it. That first goal really took the life out of it. And there was only maybe a 5-10 minute period at the start of that second half before Chelsea got that third goal where it looked like United were starting to get back into the game. But apart from that, United were just dismal. Absolutely fucking embarrassing. The dismal doesn't even cover it. The best performance from there, as Gary Neville said after the game, were the away fans. Man United's players did not turn up. Any of them. The only player I think that comes out with any sort of praise from that game is Antonio Valencia. I mean, where the fuck do you start? Daley Blind, he looked shocking at left back. I mean, he got truly exposed by Pedro. A week after playing so well against Sadio Mane. Chris Smalling, that is the worst performance I've seen from him since he got sent off against Man City at the Etihad. Eric Bailly again was a little bit ineffectual. Valencia was quite good. Herrera, Pogba and Fellaini, fucking hell. Well, did we even have a midfield today? That was just, they were non-existent. Matic and Kante easily bossed the midfield and ran the game. I mean, there really is no place to start here because we're built on what I thought was an okay result against Liverpool at Anfield with a 4-1 smashing of Fenerbahce to literally get pumped at Stamford Bridge in a fucking humiliating game. I mean, but where does it leave now? Where does it leave Man United now going into this Man City game? The first game where we were embarrassed this season was that. I mean, that 4-0 loss to Chelsea makes the 3-0 defeat to Arsenal last year look like a good performance and a good result. I'm going to run through a few of your comments right now because I'm pretty sure I am not the only angry person here. Zohan saying Blim was shocking. He absolutely was shocking. Martial mentioning Mata. He was great. I'd say Mata changed our dynamic and our shape somewhat, but it didn't fucking change anything because Hazard broke away and scored a very simple goal on the counter-attack. I just can't believe how shit United were. You know, I think this Chelsea team is average. But what does that make United? If we just got pumped by an average team. Liverpool tore them apart. Arsenal tore them apart. Made them switch to a 3 at the back. And we just couldn't get near them. But it was a fucking wrong from Mourinho. Mourinho has got to take a lot of stick for this game. Because the tactics were very, very wrong from the start. We set up correctly away at Liverpool. That was absolutely spot on. You know, we sat deep. But our attack wasn't influential in that game. You saw Lingard, you saw fucking Rashford playing as wing-backs, playing more as full-backs as they were as wingers. And it gave Chelsea the impetus and the control of the game. And because of that, we couldn't get anywhere near them. Whereas it should have been Rashford trying to isolate Gary Cahill in a one-on-one. Gary Cahill is an awful defender. I mean, let's not even talk about how David Luiz didn't get sent off for what was basically a hip-high, studs-up tackle. Martin Atkinson absolutely bottled it. But that is not the reason Man United lost today. Do they fucking care about playing for the shirt? You know, it's cliche, but it's absolutely true. We saw drive and commitment against Liverpool at Anfield. What was different to playing at Stamford Bridge today? A game where every single player knew how hard it was going to be to play against Chelsea, but nobody really cared apart from Valencia. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I don't know how he completed another 90 minutes. The only reason he did was because Eric Bailly got injured. Fellaini fucking had to come off. And then Martial should have been on from the start of the game. But, I mean, we're now going into this Man City game. This was always a very tough period for Man United. But we've come through it with a draw against Liverpool, We spanked Fenerbahce, but now we have been spanked, pumped, whatever superlative you want to attach to this result against Chelsea. It's humiliation. Absolute humiliation. I'm going to run through a few more of your comments because there's lots coming through. Josh here saying, Sonic in another fucking language. The Greek freak saying Van Gaal is sipping on his tea laughing. Well, he probably is, but United fans certainly aren't laughing at that because we've spent so much money, we've had so much turmoil and change since Fergie left, and Mourinho came in and I thought he made the right signings this summer. I thought we bought well in the right positions, but from that performance, how far away are United from being a title contending team? I didn't think we were that far away, but to see us systematically destroyed in a match where Mourinho has so much on the line, maybe we are further away than I thought we were. And as I said, I want to point this out again because Mourinho now has questions that he really needs to answer because the defensive setup really worked at Anfield. We quashed Liverpool's threat, but it really played into Chelsea's hands today. This Chelsea team, who I said, they got pumped by Arsenal and Liverpool. They had to completely change their system. They've only played 3 at the back 2 games in a row against the Leicester team who have looked distinctly average this season. So much so that United pumped them 4-1. And if we can pump them 4-1, they must be shit. Right? Well, that's how United are playing this season. And we're not seeing enough consistency. We're not seeing enough from United in any part of the pitch. I thought defensively in the midfield against Liverpool, we were very good. But in attack, we were poor. Today, was there any part of that team that came with a head held high? No. Antonio Valencia deserves praise. And the fucking away fans. Other than that, every single person needs to hang their heads in shame. But I mean, where do you move on from that? Let me know. There's so many comments coming through here because there's a lot of pissed off fans. And I'm going to read a few more here. One from Maria saying, disappointed is an understatement. Where do we go from here? I don't know. We've got Man City now. Luckily, Man City are just playing as shit as we are. They haven't won in 5 games. United haven't won in... we've got one win in 6 games now. So it's not exactly all rosy on either side of Manchester. But to be fucking destroyed by Chelsea... As I said, I'm going to repeat this point. A very average Chelsea team. We just made them look like Barcelona in their pomp. And they're not. They're absolutely not. Comment here from Techno Coke saying, I keep telling you our players are generally overrated. You know, I think I saw more of certain players against Liverpool. And I thought that we could take that Fenerbahce 4-1 win into this game with some attacking momentum. But fuck, man. And then you saw the chances that we did have. You know, Ibrahimovic again missing chances. That header he had in the first half, towering over Azpilicueta. Completely, he didn't get it on target. You know, this is a man who's supposed to be extremely clinical. I think you look everywhere across the pitch. Ander Herrera playing underneath himself. Our back 4, apart from Valencia, was awful. David De Gea, what are you doing running out for Pedro's goal at the start of the game? Up front, Lingard, ineffectual. Rashford, ineffectual. Ibrahimovic, poor. Fellaini, dog shit. Fellaini was playing as a centre forward more than a central midfielder at certain points in that first half, and it left Herrera so exposed. But oh my god, I mean, I'm going to read some more comments. There's too many coming through at the moment. One here from the Red Devil saying, there's no player who turns up for the big games. I think we did turn up against Liverpool, but our attack let us down. But today, against Chelsea, that's fucking disgraceful. They're truly embarrassing performances from front to back. I don't know where you move on from that. Please let me know your comments in the comments section. But we've now got Man City on Wednesday at Old Trafford, which was always going to be a tough game. There was always going to be pressure on that. But now United have 1 win in 6, with 3 losses and 2 draws. And we're now playing Man City, having already been beaten by them this season. If we lose that game against Man City, the already increased pressure on Man United, and Mourinho specifically, is going to go right fucking up there. That game now has taken on a far greater significance than it should be in October. Because if we do lose their game, fuck it, we're out of the League Cup. It doesn't matter that much. But in terms of confidence and building a team ethic that's going to take you forward into November and the fixture craziness in December, where the league really starts to shape itself. We've got Liverpool, Arsenal. Arsenal were poor, very poor against Borough, but they came away with a point. They're up there. Liverpool playing okay this season, playing good. City, Chelsea now. United are going to start slipping back and slipping down unless we really start to look at ourselves and every single player truly brings that level up, because what we've seen today against Chelsea was one of the worst performances the club has ever had in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge. And it's a sobering moment for fans, myself included, who was starting to see some, I felt, momentum getting built after Anfield against Liverpool and Fenerbahce at Old Trafford. But that's brought me crashing right back down to earth. Let me know your comments below, as always. Could keep talking about this for ages, but I really don't fucking want to anymore because that was humiliation. Let me know your comments in the comments section below, as always. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully, it was better than the actual game itself. Make sure you subscribe to United People's TV, and we'll see you all very, very soon. Take it easy, everyone.